What's up, everybody? I'm gonna give you one chicken apocalypse economic update. Just the whole debt ceiling type thing. I got one of those birds flying around in the nighttime. I'm gonna invest in a cat. Keep fucking around. He's gonna find out. It's too late at night to be doing that fucking brah brah shit. Like what the fuck? Wait for the sunlight to come up. Anyway, I just want to tell you something. Anyway, I want to tell you something. I'm gonna fuck that bird up. just anyway. All right. You know how we just had the banking crisis and everybody's like, everything's fine, everything's good, go to sleep, it'll be okay, that type of stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, you have a banking crisis, and now you have a debt ceiling, basically crisis. Crisis because they can't pass it, and even if they pass it, it creates a bigger economic crisis. Um, do you understand, like, if you step back, like step back for 2 seconds, the banks are in trouble, the government's in trouble. So what does that mean? We all in trouble. There's no other way around it. I'm sorry for laughing at it. It might seem like dark and stuff, but it's just like, do you even like understand like they're gonna pass it even if they delay it for a couple of days and make a couple of postal people, like have to take personal days without pay. Like it's a hilarious thing. Like whatever, of course the politicians are gonna pass it, but I'm just thinking to myself, like, whatever happened to, a different vision for America based on strength and manufacturing and like just everything that we were could be. And now it's like your bank might go out of business, your job might go out of business, your home might go out of business. Everything's going out of business, and the government's like, we need to raise the debt level. Like, I'm gonna leave you on this one. I'm not a gambler. What I do in the stock market, I look at that as a different kind of gambling, whatever. But nonetheless, if you ever see a gambler in Las Vegas, because I don't Atlantic City, that's for degenerate crackheads. Like I don't even consider that a casino town. But you go to Las Vegas, right? And you see somebody that's really in deep, that's been gambling all night long and losing, and sometimes he wins a little bit, keeps losing, and he starts going to the ATM, and he's paying like $12 ATM fees, and you see he's going to the pawn shop, his rings, his watch, like he's being cleaned out, his credit card to be max. Would you hang out with that person and let that person give you financial advice? Would you tell him to hold your money for you? Would you let him plan your pension, like secure your family's well-being? You wouldn't do that. But technically speaking, that's what the government's doing. You're raising the debt ceiling, and what are we doing? Are we going to increase manufacturing, or we're going to get back on exports, and we're going to start producing massive oil, become oil independent? No, we're just going to print more. So what's the difference between the government and the guy that's been losing at the blackjack table, that's wiping out his family, and they don't even know because they're sleeping upstairs thinking they're going to go see some show the next day? Like you need to see it on that level, because people, you have to understand, they're gonna pass it, and everybody's gonna forget about it, and then the music continues. But do you understand? In a very calm way, if we want, in a calm way, in 10 years we will be at 50 trillion at the national level of the debt. We're not doing anything calm anymore. So that means within 5 years, we'll probably be at that level. And then when I be talking the shadow books, we don't even know about what that is. People, just do yourself a favor. You don't have to take this advice, but hear me. Have a little bit of Bitcoin, have some cash, have some metals, take care of the things you need to take care of at home. And it's not because of this debt ceiling issue. This is all drama. But understand something. We're not standing on solid ground. We're at that level. We're just at that level. And I just take a look at this. Like, you can't, there's no way of fixing this. We're in too deep. We're way too deep. And I look at this a billion times. I talk to a ton of people, and there's just no way out of it. The only way out of this, I mean, you have to produce your way out of it. Produce. You don't want to have high interest rates? Produce. Become oil powerhouse. Become Saudi Arabia-ish. That's how you do that. That's how interest rates drop. That's how you save the bonds. That's how you don't. I mean, cut back. Yeah, you really think the government's gonna cut back on spending? Yeah, come on. I'm just saying, and I say it from the bottom of my heart. I'm warning people. It might be a couple of months down the road. It could be 3 years down the road. But I could tell you something. There is a dark day that is coming, because at the end of the day, you could only print so much, because we're no longer the big kid on the block. I'm just trying to tell you that. So, love you, motherfuckers. Good night. I'll talk to you in the morning. And you know that we're going to be knowing each other when everything goes down? Think about how crazy that's going to be.